Hello Pisces, here's your weekly horoscope for February 7 to 13. I believe I suggested last week that it was going to be a crazy week, what with the Sun-Mars square and Mercury going retrograde. Well, unfortunately, this week may not be any better. It could also be worse even. The Mercury retrograde is going to be squaring Mars basically from Tuesday on. Be very cautious when driving, even when going from room to room. Sometimes, Pisces, with this type of an aspect, there is more of a chance of an accident to happen. Often because we're not paying attention, and more often with Pisces because you're trying to do two things at once. Being a mutable sign, you do tend to try to multitask. But this week, with Mercury retrograde squaring Mars, I really recommend that you pay attention and be looking in front of you at all times to avoid any injury or accidents. You tend to hurt your feet a lot, so you don't want to trip over something and cause that kind of an injury this week if you can help it. We have something very exciting going on. There are 6 planets in Aquarius this week, at least from the 9th to the 12th when the moon is in Aquarius. It will be joining the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn all in Aquarius this week. Now that's a mixed bag. For Pisces, it puts all the Aquarius planets in a hidden part of your horoscope in the 12th house. So, well, let's put it this way. Both the good and the bad will be somewhat hidden for you. Let's cover the bad first. Kind of already did with the Mercury retrograde squaring Mars, but there is also Saturn squaring Uranus in the sky for this whole month, and in fact until April 10th. What Saturn in Aquarius squaring Uranus and Taurus does for Pisces is it does tend to make you have to take a look at your boundaries, some that maybe you've drawn too tightly. It could be that you've cut someone out of your life, or you have turned your back on a relationship or someone in your life. But this week with Saturn square Uranus, there is going to be perhaps some, perhaps another look at that kind of behavior. Saturn tends to be a little harsh at times, and Uranus says, yeah, let's hurry up and get to it. But that isn't usually the Piscean way to go about things, but everybody is under the influence of these squares right now, and sometimes we're putting pressure upon ourselves for things that really don't need to be stressful. So there is a tendency with these hidden planets, Pisces, to kind of overreact to things, and when Mercury is retrograde, certainly overreaction is very possible too. Now the good news is, at least with Venus conjuncting Jupiter from Monday on, there is a chance to really enjoy love and creativity. The people in your life, children perhaps and grandchildren, most affairs this week with loved ones should go very well in spite of the squares. Jupiter's conjunct Venus is a pretty positive aspect, and it tends to bring sweetness and light to most everybody, especially if it's positively affecting your sign. Now, it's not directly affecting Pisces, but given where it is in your chart, and Neptune's still in Pisces as well right now, you're in a very dreamy period still. Now, dreamy is a good way to say that you might be in a bit of a haze as well, because that's very common with Neptune too. But I guarantee if you're looking for more clarity, this is the week for it. That Mercury-Mars square is going to bring a lot of clarity to you this week. Just try and make sure it doesn't bring you any bad luck or any accidents, so try to keep your cool. Remember the Mercury retrograde warnings, and if you don't remember, they're available on my website in 3 different articles. Good luck this week, Pisces.